Hey guys, welcome back. So now in this video, I will talk about the first process of planning and the third process overall, which is integrate and align project plans. Now, integrate and align project plans. So what does that mean? So basically on your project, you will be creating multiple plans. Plans like communication management plan, stakeholder engagement plan, risk management plan. So integrate and align project plans means you are integrating everything together into one big document, one big plan, which is your project management plan. Okay. Now, a lot of times people ask me this question that Varun, why are we doing this as a first process of planning when it should be the last process of planning? It's an excellent question when people ask me this question. Uh, yes, we will be doing this process multiple times. The first time when we do this integrate and align project plans, it is done at a basic level. So you create a structure. In Hindi, I call it, we create a dhancha of the complete, like the framework of your house before you build, right? So that's what you will be doing in integrate and align project plans as the first goal. Then what will happen is, like, when the communication management plan gets created, then you will come back and do this again. When the risk management plan gets created, when the scope, requirements, right, all those plans gets created, you will do this process probably n number of times throughout the journey of your project. So let's see. Okay, so what happens? You create an integrated coherent plan that connects scope, schedule, finance. That's what I explained to you. Okay, memory hook, all plans talk to each other. Very, very important. Like, there are certain things which are common in these plans, so they have to talk with each other. There could be some redundant information also, like some information which can be on stakeholder engagement plan can also be on communication management plan. So in exam, the doubt comes is whether the correct answer is communication management plan or stakeholder engagement plan. So this comes with practice. Once again, you don't need to memorize any ITTO. You have to understand it, right? So but we'll go through the ITTO irrespective of that, right? So first of all, when the first time you're doing this process, you will only have your project charter as the input. And what will be the output? Your project management plan, the framework, the high level project management plan. But let's say if I'm doing this process multiple number of times, let's say now the communication management plan is ready or the scope management plan is ready, then you will see the second part, which is outputs from other processes. So output from other processes means those individual plans which are now created, now they become the input so that you can update your project management plan here. And of course, you will have EF and OP, which is the common ones. Tools, you know what expert judgment is, you know what brainstorming, checklist, focus group interviews is. I've already given you the keywords in my previous videos. Interpersonal skills, conflict, meeting, project canvas, etc, 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 right? So all this is already done for you. Okay, now from an output perspective, you will have project management plan as an output. From an exam perspective, identify the real problem, the context and the phase. Identify what the scenarios testing. I think we have already taken care. So exam lens is basically the same for the entire tool, so you don't have to go through multiple times. But let's see what Agile Hybrid says about the project management plan. May be replaced by a roadmap, a product roadmap, a backlog or a product backlog, or a release plan and lightweight governance cadence. So basically, if you think from this perspective on Agile, it's not necessary that you will have a project management plan. You may have it, but what in Agile it is saying is that you can replace your project management plan with multiple documents which you create. Like, you can replace it with roadmap and backlog, with roadmap and backlog and release plan, right? So you have multiple things which are created on the Agile side, right? So let's do some questions also on the project management plan. Once again, you don't have to memorize any of the ITTO, you have to understand. Okay, so let's see. The scope plan includes 10 modules. The approved funding covers 8. The procurement schedule adds a 4-month lead time. And the risk response plan requires additional testing not included in the milestone plan. What should the project manager facilitate? So there are multiple things which are not as per the track. Like, for example, funding, the procurement schedule adds a 4-month lead time, right? So you see that from a procurement schedule, there is a change from a schedule perspective. There is a change from a risk response plan perspective also, right? So multiple things are not there. Okay. A sponsor decision on which the subsidiary plan is most important. No, you typically don't go to the sponsor for these minor things. It's your job as a project manager to do it. Then an integrated planning review that reconciles dependencies, assumptions, constraint, trade-offs, and continued business value. Because there are so many changes which are coming in this particular question description, I think B looks like a good choice, but I'll keep it for now. C, a scope freeze because all of the plan must confirm without negotiation. Scope freeze is something which is a very extreme step. You don't just go ahead and do a scope freeze because there are questions or changes in other things. So C looks like a too extreme choice to me. So I'm eliminating that. D, separate approvals for each plan so work can begin. Yes, you can do that actually. You can separate approvals also. But if you ask me personally, the problem is there are multiple things getting changed, and B is an integrated review where you're doing things together to move on would be a better approach. So I'm going to go with B as the correct choice. Let's see. And B is the correct choice. Awesome. So there is one more question as well, which I want you to practice. But for that, you need to download this free ITTO tool from EduHubSpot, and you know the process. By now, I think if you're watching my video, you know how to do it. Just go on the website www.eduhubspot.com/ITTO tool, fill your information, and the team will share this free tool with you. Good luck, make me proud, and I'll see you in the next video, which is about next process, which is about plan sourcing strategy. That's actually part of your governance framework. It's like kind of a procurement thing, which I'll teach you in the next one. Bye guys, take care.